Hello and welcome to Pixel Sports presents Goal Table Football Podcast. We are back with our ISL Weekly Roundup, and this week I'm joined with TD. DJ is not to be found once again. He has, I think, left the English channel for good. Once again, the viewers, if you get hold of DJ, please notify us.
I think he is busy with the history of Indian football. So much of research is required.
Probably.
Many of the things you guys are saying, I did not know.
We will ask our viewers to keep a tab of our Bengali channel where we are doing a history of Indian football podcast. But coming back to the ISL Weekly Roundup, we have had an exciting mix of matches this week. TD, which match should we start off with?
I think we should start off with the biggest game of Indian football.
Absolutely.
The derby, the Kolkata derby.
The Kolkata derby, it was this week and it was sort of a one-sided affair. We will talk in detail about the match. The score was 3-1. Mohun Bagan, who are looking extremely good to win the eventual Shield or the ISL Cup. They dominated East Bengal.
They are looking very ominous.
Very ominous.
Very ominous.
They won it 3-1. TD, your first reactions on the match?
It was a very, I think it was a very enjoyable match. Not for the fans of East Bengal, but for the neutrals, one can take away many things from the match, like the setup of Habas and how he managed the game and he took his team back in the second half. We will discuss eventually in the detail. But overall, and a very exciting match. East Bengal tried to come back. That also should not be forgotten. So, and what about you? How did you see the match?
Well, for me, I think it was probably a game of two halves. The first half was completely dominated by Mohun Bagan. East Bengal actually started off in a very spirited manner. Clayton Silva won a penalty. He missed a penalty. What do you think, TD? Was it a miss or was it a save?
It was a save. Vishal Kayat, we have been, especially you and DJ, have been talking about Vishal Kayat since the Asian Cup, that he should, now the time has come that he should take the mantle on as the Indian goalkeeper, and he once again proved you guys right. It was a brilliant save. Not only the save, throughout the match, he came into the helm of affairs many times.
Yes.
And also, and as you were rightly saying, that it was the turning point of the match, because in the first 15 minutes or so, East Bengal was pressuring Mohun Bagan against the run of play, against the form of both of the teams, and then they won a penalty, and unfortunately Clayton missed. I don't know why Clayton took the penalty, because previously we have also seen him miss penalty.
Yes.
And after that, Mohun Bagan took control of the game and scored a goal. And I think from then on, it was an uphill battle for East Bengal.
Yes, I think it was also a glaring difference between the two goalkeepers. For example, Vishal Kayat making a game-changing save, and then the first goal conceded by East Bengal. Prabhshukan Gill has to take some responsibility in that. Just parrying the ball inside the 6-yard box.
Schoolboy error, I
think. He should have just conceded a corner or something, parried the ball away from the 6-yard box. So the goalkeeping difference was glaring in the first half, and then Mohun Bagan, the attacking prowess of Mohun Bagan was in full display. For example, Liston Colasso, Manveer Singh, Dimi Petratos, he has been
form of his life.
The best player for Mohun Bagan for quite some time now.
Best player in the ISL also,
probably, but also the other foreign players. Cummins was having a very hard time. He is now pushing for the highest goal scorer tag of ISL. Then we have Kauko. I think coming back of Kauko in the middle of the park, they are completely dominant. Although Kauko was a little lackluster.
That is the thing about Kauko, but he has a presence.
Yes.
When he is not providing in the attacking sense, he is snatching the ball. He is dominating with his physicality against someone like Shobhik. He was dominating in the midfield. So Debjoy, DJ, we both discussed that the coming back of Kauko, the return of Kauko, has helped Mohun Bagan immensely.
Yes, and also Cummins suddenly coming to score a lot of goals, hitting a goal scoring form. Sadiko, I think he has sensed some danger. for his spot, and he's suddenly playing well. He's suddenly scoring goals,
A lot of goals.
brilliant goals. So I think it's looking extremely ominous for all the other
Actually,
teams.
it's the point of Sadiku. I want to say something about Habas, because after the press match, before after the match of East Bengal, Habas said that he is relying on a rotation policy, and I think that is something Sadiku's that is playing in Sadiku's mind. Because if he does not score, then Cummings will start game after game after game, and Sadiku might not get a chance.
And this is a very positive pressure created within the squad. If you have 2 or 3 players constantly pushing for one spot, eventually it lifts everyone up, and you have to give a lot of credit to Habas for creating such an atmosphere. But coming back a little to the second half performance of East Bengal, I think that the supporters, the coach, and all the players will take a lot of positives out of the second half. Saul Crespo, he played amazing throughout the match. He created a lot of chances in the first half as well. He eventually scored a brilliant
goal.
And Vishnu and Shayan, the 2 youngsters who have been who have come in from the age group squads, they played really well. PV
Vishnu was brilliant. PV Vishnu, his dribbling is mesmerizing. He's a young player. The only thing he needs to improve, I think, is his final ball. And Shayan also. Shayan has now had, I think, 7-8 games for the senior team. And the credit must be given to Quadrat. So coming back to the second half, I think more than East Bengal, yes, East Bengal took the game to Mohun Bagan, scored a goal. But I think the game management of Havas impressed me immensely. Because you know that you are in the long run. It is a league. And you have to win the matches. You have to rest your players for the next matches, because the games are coming thick and fast. And the way he managed the game, the way he set Mohun Bagan back, down a throttle, down a gear, and then just waited for East Bengal to lose their momentum.
And also, to add to this, a couple of weeks back, we were praising the defensive formation of East Bengal. I think it has to be criticized in this game. Not only in this game, in the last game as well against FC Goa, we have had 2 matches of East Bengal.
I think that match was, I don't know how East Bengal won the Super Cup, Kolingo Super Cup, and in such a mesmerizing fashion, and then playing like this in the ISL, because FC Goa could have scored 5-6 goals. In the first half, I can remember East Bengal going to the penalty box of FC Goa 1 or 2 times. It would not be harsh to say that it was a shambolic performance from East Bengal. The worst I have seen them play in years. So I don't know, the back-to-back losses, 3 games remains. I don't know where they go from here. But if they win all 3 their matches, I think there are still hope for the top 6 finish.
Top 6 chances. If we come to that, East Bengal have 3 matches remaining. Kerala away, Bengaluru home, and then Punjab away. So not really extremely difficult matches. They are not playing the table toppers in the last 3 matches. If they win all of those matches, they might actually have an outside chance, because the other teams who are pushing for the top 6, they are also not having the greatest of times. So let's see. We will keep a tap on that. So coming back to the other teams who are pushing for the top 6, Northeast versus Punjab, both of them pushing. Punjab won the match by 1-0. Your take on the match?
Before I come to the match, Punjab is another team who is in a red hot form, because they have won, I think, 4 out of 7 matches.
Yes, and 1 draw.
So they are
13 points out of possible 21.
So this is a run that can take them to their inaugural, I think, debut playoffs, right? Yes, they have not qualified before. No, and they are the new team.
They're a new team, and that will be huge for the club if they actually qualify for the eventual qualifiers. Talking about Punjab, they actually had another extremely entertaining game in this game week. Punjab versus FC Goa. All draw. Could we call this an actual game of 2 halves?
Yes, this is an actual game of 2 halves, because FC Goa had their throats down the Punjab team's throat throughout the first half. I don't know how they could not score more than 1 goals. This has been an problem of FC Goa since the restart of the ISL.
Dominating but
not scoring, not clinical enough. And in the second half, Punjab FC, I don't know what their coach might given them some vocal tonic. And the famous Bengali vocal tonic from Amalata and Tiki Banerjee. And they came back to the match, and once they were leading this match 2-1. And then Goa came back to the match, drawing the 3-3. It was a fabulous game, fabulous advertisement for the Indian Super League.
And Goa actually secures their spot for the playoffs, right?
Yes.
I think 33 points out of 18 matches.
Despite not having Sandesh Jhingan and Victor Rodriguez, their mainstay.
For the last 5 matches.
Yes,
almost.
since the restart. Since the restart, their main centre back, their main attacking midfielder, they are not playing.
And
they will be back.
They will come back for the playoffs, and which is extremely important. So they might actually come out as favourites to win the eventual title.
Yes,
not the
they can.
League Shield, but the eventual ISL title. So let's see. We will keep our eyes on Goa as well. An extremely entertaining match. But coming back to Northeast once again, we have had another match, Northeast versus
Mumbai.
Probably one of the favourites alongside Mohun Bagan to win the League Shield. Mumbai City. Dominating the match, winning 4-1. Total domination.
Total domination. Apart from Mohun Bagan, Mumbai FC is, I think, the favourites. They will. I think Mohun Bagan have their last match against Mumbai. This will be the title decider for me.
And
who wins?
Yes, unbeaten Mumbai in the last 5 matches. Hat-trick by Vikram Pratap Singh. Huge shout out to the Indian striker. Only the 6th Indian striker ever to score a hat-trick in Indian Super League. So extremely poacher's performance by
very clinical Vikram Pratap Singh. He has been scoring freely. I think he has scored 6 or 7 goals in his last 3 or 4 matches.
So will we see him in the upcoming?
We should. I think he is in the 30 man probable lineups. Right, Swarnava? So I think he will be starting. If not starting, he should be in the bench against I think Afghanistan and then later on Kuwait.
Yes, but talking of Northeast, they have lost 2 matches in a row.
Lost 3 out of 5 matches.
3 out of 5. Once again, hitting a very rough patch.
But actually, when all of the 6 from the 6th standing team to the 11th standing team, when they were having 5 matches left, Northeast has the most easiest run.
Yes,
and they have
the most prominent. Yeah.
Yes, and they have lost to the easier sides. I
Very
don't think.
Unfortunate for them. Mumbai was
the difficult run now starts for Northeast. After Mumbai, it is Kerala, then Orissa. I think in the
Chennai
in between. Yes.
So they should have actually had a good result against Punjab. Mumbai we can accept, we can understand, but things are looking very bleak for them. 18 points.
Also, in the dying moments of the Mumbai match, Parthiv Gogoi considered a red card. Direct red card. I think he will miss 2 or 3 matches.
And it was madness, right?
It was madness. I don't know. Parthiv Gogoi is such a potential. We all love him. And I think because he is young, he lost his head and just headbutted.
Should have kept his cool.
Because
the game was lost. Losing Parthiv Gogoi for the 3 crucial matches, I think Northeast extremely difficult now for them.
Extremely difficult, yes.
But we'll focus on Northeast in the upcoming game weeks. We'll see whether they can do something against Kerala, Chennai. But talking of Chennai, they also had a match against Hyderabad, which they were supposed to win. They were looking good for the top 6 spot. But Hyderabad pulling off an extremely impressive win against Chennai. Their first win of the season. A big shout out to Hyderabad because they fielded a completely Indian squad.
I think this is the first time an Indian side put all 11 Indian players and won the match.
Yes. So they have actually shown, and not only the players, the support staff was also totally Indian. So a big poster for Indian football that with only Indian players, they can defeat any ISL squad. Now, what about your take on this match?
It
Hyderabad
was
winning
a
1-0.
very surprisingly a very even match because Hyderabad has been the perennial the crying crybabies of this year's ISL because they had a lot of problem that you and DJ discussed. But in this match, they were in equal footings with Chennai. Both of the teams had not so many, I would say, seaters, not so many clear-cut chances, but they attacked each other. The game was end-to-end. And they had many chances, both the teams, but none could capitalize until
the goal.
Yes.
Defensive error, a defensive lapse.
It was a defensive lapse. Actually, Sajjad Pade will say himself that he was very lucky to score the goal, but it does not matter, right?
Yes.
It does not.
And 1-0 win for Hyderabad. Something to take away for them. Their club is in complete tatters. But let's see whether they can pull off some upsets. We have seen time and again that teams who are not able to do anything, eventually towards the end of the season, they become party poopers for the top of the league squads. That is, I think, all for this week's ISL Roundup. We have talked about most of the important matches. Many important matches coming up in the next weeks.
I think ISL now takes a break
for the international duty. We'll focus on the FC Cup, not the FC Cup, sorry, the World Cup qualifier. Let's see, rooting for India. We'll come back with World Cup qualifiers, update, teams, preview of the match, review of the match, what Igor Stimac is planning to do. We'll come back with that. Stay focused on Pixel Sports. Join us, like, share and subscribe. Until the next time, stay white.